What's up, everybody? It's the Quarter Guy, and the reason I didn't have a video last week was because Anime Milwaukee was still going on. Fun as hell, by the way. So, what I wanted to cover last week was what happened when they revealed the pricing model for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle and its DLC. And it turns out, yeah, I overreacted. Granted, probably the biggest problem with the whole situation was how it was communicated, how poorly it was communicated, but, well, let me break it down for you. The base game, $50. Yang and Blake, free DLC forever. The character packs, 6 of them, 3 characters each, $5 each. The character pass for all 6 packs, $20. So that makes the total package, depending on how much you want to, depending on whether you want the pass or want the packs individually, is $70 to $80, which is honestly not nearly as bad as I feared it would be. And to be honest, I feel now like I overreacted to the whole thing. So I will admit I overreacted, and I will take the L here. So I apologize for my outburst when the DLC thing was first announced, and I actually look forward to seeing what develops with this game. And from what I hear, part of the reason that they had to push it out was they have only 20 characters in the base roster was so that it could be ready for EVO. Speaking of which, it's kind of sad how Marvel Infinite won't be at EVO. I've heard many possible reasons why that might be the case, whether it's Capcom's arrogance or Marvel not wanting the game at EVO, but it's actually pretty sad. Anyways, also, latest updates for other fighting games. King of Fighters 14's next DLC character has been revealed, and it's series veteran Hydern. For those of you who don't know, Hydern is the commanding officer for Ralph and Clark and Leona. And Hydern appeared in the first King of Fighters game and has appeared in a few others. So this will be interesting to see. 2 more characters have also been revealed for Soul Calibur 6, and they're returning veterans Ivy and Zaslamel. Ivy's costume looks as revealing as ever, and Zaslamel looks pretty damn awesome. He even has a Zawarodo special. So it's really great to see one of my favorite characters back in the roster, that being Zaslamel. I'm kind of indifferent toward Ivy. And the game is looking more and more hyped, so I'm hoping to see more. Please let Tom be revealed soon. And biggest update of all, my Extra Life campaign has reached $260. It went over the top after my special late night stream of Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. So thank you to all my donors thus far. Because of your generous donations, and I've reached my first milestone goal for the year, the first episode of Mega Man and Bass is already up by now, so look forward to that on the rest of the road to Mega Man 11. And I have a bit of an announcement to make. I said I'd take a break for February from Countdown Making, and I'm sticking to that. But once I get back into things, I will try to be a bit more lenient on my schedule so that I don't wear myself out. So if there's a month where I don't have a countdown out quite on schedule, please understand. It's for my own sake. So I'll try to keep things good for all of you. I want to make the best content I can. So, and I can't do that if I'm stressing myself out. So that's why I'm loosening up my schedule at least a bit. So, thank you for understanding. For my question of the week, who do you want to see revealed for Soul Calibur 6? As always, leave your answers in the comments. Favorite comments will be featured in the next episode. Here are last episode's winners. And with that, time for the Fourth Wall Mailbag. As always, send me your questions via YouTube. If you're on your browser, go to my channel, click the About tab, and click the message button, and I'll answer my favorite questions in the next episode. First question this week comes from YouTuber Saki Suzura, who asks, on a scale of not so hyped to hyped to the extreme, how hyped are you for Kirby Star Allies? I would say hyped to the extreme because, historically, Kirby has been one of Nintendo's most consistently good franchises. I mean, even if, it's like, when you have a series whose games are amazing at best, and even when they're even their worst games could be considered only mediocre at worst, that's a sign that you've at least got a really good franchise going. And from what I've seen of Star Allies, it's looking pretty awesome. I mean, we have some pretty cool new abilities like the Son Goku-inspired stick ability, the festival ability, the return of abilities like cleaning and water, and the whole helper ability coming back. It's looking like it's gonna be one of the best Kirby games ever. Besides, when you have something like Swole DDD, how could you go wrong? Next question comes from Tim5FL, who asks, how happy would you be if Arc System Works announced BlazBlue Central Fiction Extend with an English dub? I would be really hyped for that. It would certainly really get me playing that one. I mean, one of the things I loved about the BlazBlue series was it had probably, in my opinion, one of the best dub casts of any game I've seen. Particularly how Patrick Seitz really brought life to the voice of Ragna the Blood Edge. I mean, even he would like to see Central Fiction get a dub, even if it's just a patch to the vanilla version of Central Fiction, that one we have right now. You can imagine how excited he was to announce that he was reprising his role as Ragna in Cross Tag Battle, and I was excited too. Hashtag I stand with Ragna. Next question comes from James Richardson, the Third, who asks, what is the worst movie you have ever seen? Okay, I'm not sure if this counts because it was a riff tracks, but I saw a riff tracks of the infamous movie The Room. Yep, I saw it, and it's amazing just how laughably bad it is. I mean, it's like, the riff must have been more fun than actually watching the movie itself, of course, but it's like one of those textbook examples of how not to make a movie. And Tommy Wiseau probably doesn't care anyway because it's so well known now, and I'm guessing for people like him, no, there's no such thing as bad publicity because he'll probably take anything he can get. Next question comes from, I think the best way to pronounce it is Emerald Mewtwo, who asks, have you played Street Fighter Cross Mega Man? Yeah, I played the original version of Street Fighter Cross Mega Man before several of the updates dropped for it. And I never got around to beating it, but I probably should at one point, considering it's, actually, to be honest, a pretty well-made melding of the two franchises. I mean, the boss fights against the Street Fighter characters kind of play out like they would actually act in an actual match of Street Fighter, complete with super meters. You know, I'm not planning on adding Street Fighter Cross Mega Man to the Road to Mega Man 11 officially, though I might try to do it in a stream, an afternoon stream. That'd probably be the best way to handle it. Speaking of streams, this coming Saturday, the next Party Crash in ARMS. It's Bite and Bark versus Mechanica. I'll leave a poll in the YouTube community section of my channel in case you want to see me pick one character or the other. Last question this week comes from Super Pretty, who asks, what would you like to see in Pokemon Gen 8? Optional tutorials.
Let's rock out.